This is a good one. Absolutely delicious chicken shawarma at home. And this is a real treat for me, someone who used to live off the Edgware Road in London, where Middle Eastern food is paramount to the people living around there. And I used to go more than once a week, to my shame perhaps, to some of the best shawarma places in town. And it's something I dreamt about making at home for years, but didn't quite know how until I figured this one out. There are a few processes to go through here, but really it's quite simple. So let's start by making a marinade, and you're going to marinate the chicken for up to 24 hours. I generally get round to doing about 6. So mix all of these spices together with oil. For me, the most important one is the allspice, which gives a certain something that you need in order to make the right flavour profile. If there's any particular flavour that you prefer, maybe you like a bit more of a chili flavour, then go ahead and alter these quantities, but this is the way I found it works well. These are skinless and boneless thighs and breasts, and I find that using both thigh and breast ensures it's not too fatty. And go ahead and chop them up into 8 to 10 pieces per breast or thigh. Then you just want to mix the marinade in, give it a really good stir, make sure you use up all the marinade that you made, and then we're going to cover it in cling film and put it in the fridge. We're going to make some pickled red cabbage here, which goes really, really nicely. If you don't have time to make your pickled cabbage, just put some finely shredded red cabbage into the salad that we're going to make later in the video. But if you can pickle it, and it really doesn't take very long, then I would highly recommend it. It just adds another facet to the shawarma, which is delicious. So just finely shred it and add it to the liquor that you'll have seen coming up on the screen a moment ago. Boil that liquor down till it's about half of its volume, and then you're going to see me in a moment very artfully straining that. It's quite difficult on camera, try not to spill as much as I have. Put it in a kilner jar, and that will actually keep for a couple of weeks in the fridge. Now onto the tahini paste, which is like the glue that holds the shawarma together and keeps it juicy. And this is really easy. Just get some tahini paste, mix it with lemon juice, it's about 1 lemon's worth, and some water, and just keep stirring it until you get the right consistency. Alright, let's go ahead and make some salad to go in the shawarma. And this is some iceberg lettuce. I've put some finely shredded fennel, and about 4 or 5 thinly sliced shallots, and then whatever your favourite tomato is. And in fact, in a proper shawarma they would have like a wedge of a larger tomato, just a whole one in there, but I like to make it into a salad. And putting that all together with some cumin, some olive oil, some lemon juice, and then some sumac, which is a Middle Eastern or Turkish spice. It's got a sort of citrusy flavour to it, and it makes it a bit more interesting. If you can find it, go ahead. Alright, we're getting on to the final stretch here. So preheat your oven to 180 fan or 200 conventional, and give these about 20 minutes before you then chop them up into small pieces. The size of the pieces is up to you, but really you want it to feel a little bit like it's come off the proper shawarma sort of grill, which would be roughly diced, sliced and chopped as it comes off. Pour all the juice back over the top of it as well as you're going along. You don't want to lose any of that. And this will take you several minutes, so give yourself the right amount of time if you've got people waiting. Now here we go, let's set it up. So let's get the tahini paste down on there, and then we're going to fry off the chicken pieces in just a little bit of olive oil. You want to crisp them up. Now I like it so that some of them are really crispy, some of them are a bit more juicy, which is why you want to cut the chicken into varying sizes so that you can get different textures there. And again, having the thigh and the breast separately will help with that to give a more authentic experience. Now if we go back to the wrap, we've already had the tahini on there, so we've got a piece of gherkin, got that lovely salad that we made, and then we're going to put the chicken in there. Don't put too much, you won't be able to wrap it up. I put some chili sauce, you might enjoy that. Wrap it up and then enjoy it. You can always wrap them in foil as well if you want to make it even more authentic, like they do in the shops that I'm used to, and then you sort of peel a layer off at a time. But whatever happens, you're going to get messy, you're going to love it, it's absolutely delicious. and leave me any comments about what you think. And yes, any eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed I missed off the pickled red cabbage on this particular occasion. That was by accident, but we did enjoy it later in the evening when we all came together to eat our evening meal, so try not to forget that as I did.